Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video will be the Q&A that I was talking about last week. Let's get right into today's video. Why is that so hard? Let's get right into today's video. My English is booty. Yeah. So I'll start with the first question that was posted like a few hours. Actually, no, let me go from the bottom up. Just so it's like the people who first posted, not like the people who posted last. The first question, which is, what were your worst and best clubbing stories? I'm gonna just make this really short because I don't want to make this a story time because actually I'm gonna do that story time today for my members only. But my best clubbing story time, I don't really have like a best, but my best is just going with my friends and just dancing and leaving and going home sober. I don't know, I don't like being drunk. Like, the feeling of being drunk is not a good sensation for me, so I just like going, like dancing like crazy, like all night dancing, and then going home and being like, that was a good night, and remembering everything that happened that night. And then my worst clubbing story time, I've actually told this whole story time on my members only, which is when a celebrity spent $10,000 on their VIP clubbing table, and then they wanted their money and I had to figure it all out for them because I was the only one who knew Korean. So yeah, if you want to hear that story time, it's in my members only, but that's my worst clubbing story time. And then the next question is, do you know if there are other jobs or careers beside modeling, acting, and teaching English? I think so. I'm in the entertainment industry, so my life is in the entertainment industry, but I know teaching is really big for foreigners here. A lot of foreigners also work in factories, which I'm pretty sure that's not the type of job you're asking about. But I don't know about like office jobs. Like, I know some foreigners who work in an actual office in Korea, but I don't know if I'll recommend it just because like Korean office work is slightly toxic compared to working in like an American office. So I don't know if I would recommend that, but yeah, there are jobs for foreigners in offices too, but you 100% have to know Korean for those jobs because your boss probably does not know English. And then the next question this person asked is it easy to make friends? Do you come across people who speak English? To be honest, making friends, maybe this is just me though. I just realized this just might be me. I don't think it's easy to make good friends. If you want friends that you're gonna be like, you're gonna be my friend forever, we're gonna be friends, you're gonna be at my wedding, da da da. No, it's not easy to make those type of friends. But if you want superficial friends who, you know, you're just kind of clubbing with, drinking with, like just here and there, they're in and out of your life, yeah, those friends are easy to make. But if you want good friends, it's not easy to like make those type of friends in Korea. I feel like you really have to put in work, and you do have to have discernment on who's using you and who's actually there for you, for your benefit. So yeah, if you guys want another video about how to make friends in Korea, I can do a totally different video, but that's the breakdown. No, it's not easy making friends in Korea. True friends. And the second part of that question was, do you come across people who speak English? Yeah, actually a lot of Koreans know English. They just act like they don't know English. Like, Koreans, they know English. I would say like for people in their 20s, I would say like 70% of Koreans know English. They just are either too nervous to speak to a foreigner in English because they think we're gonna judge them on their English, which I have never done. Like, if you speak English and you don't think it's correct English, I'm not gonna judge you. I don't care. Like, I don't speak correct Korean either. It's all right. It's all right. But either they are too nervous to speak to a foreigner in English, or they're not confident in their English skills, or they're just really good at hearing, like listening, reading, and writing. Because in Korea, most schools do not teach how to speak English. They just teach how to read and write English. Have you learned Korean? Do you see yourself living in Korea long term? The first question is very much answered if you watch any of my vlogging Korean videos. And then, do you see yourself living in Korea long term? This question has been asked a lot these days. Like, do I see myself living in Korea long term? Right now, yes, because I don't have any problems in Korea so far. I'm making good money. Like, I'm living well here, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not living like in agony basically. So I can see myself living in Korea for a long term for now, but the moment something happens, I'm out of here. Like, the moment something does not like align with my life, or something that happens that I'm just like, yeah, I can't do this anymore, kudos, I'm out, and I'm all the way back to my parents' house. So yeah, for now, yes, I do see myself living in Korea long term. The next question is, hello queen, by the way, I'm so curious with your name, Kagiri. I don't know what that means. And how did you enter Korean, and how did you become a model in Korea? Those two are answered in my channel already. This girl said, I've been binge watching all your videos. I'm in love. New subscriber. Thank you, boo. I'm happy that you like my videos. What is your favorite genre of music? What are your favorite artists in music? My favorite genre right now is Afrobeats, and my favorite, I don't know, it's hard to say that I have a favorite artist, but I've been really, well, obviously Sauti Sol is like 100%. Sauti Sol, Matata, these are all Kenyan artists. Sauti Sol, Matata, Ben Sol, Nviri the Storyteller, and Nviri, right? I don't know. And then like Burna Boy, Asake, Tiwa Savage, Yemi Alade. Like those are like my favorite artists. When it comes to Korean music, Annyeon, I really like her music. And do I have another favorite artist in Korea? That's it. And then when you move to America, it's Beyonce. I really like Chloe's music, which is like baby Beyonce basically. And that's about it. Since Korea is so popular now, do people still stare at foreigners in Seoul? I want to visit Korea so badly, but I have really bad anxiety, especially when people stare. And have the beauty standards affected you in any way? So the first part is, a lot of people don't stare as much as they used to. As I said before, I've been here for 4 years now. The first and second year I was here, I used to get stared at a lot, but like I still get stared at, yeah, but it doesn't really affect me in like a bad way now, just because I'm used to it. But I did get social anxiety also in Korea because of being stared at. Like that's a whole nother topic, but my social anxiety is really, it's not good. So yeah, it might harm your social anxiety in a way that you might feel like something is wrong with you, but when you get used to it, it's not that big of a deal. Like when you get used to it, you're just gonna be like, oh, okay, they're staring, good for you, sir and ma'am, you know. Have the beauty standards affected me in Korea? No, but no, because I am considered pretty in Korea. I think if I was not considered pretty, then it would, wow, that sounds really weird coming out of my mouth, especially as a child who was bullied in high school and middle school. Being like, I'm considered pretty is just the weirdest thing to ever come out of my mouth. But anyways, I think if I wasn't considered pretty in Korea, then yes, the beauty standards here will completely affect me, because being thin, having a small face, like having doll-like features, like that is a really big thing in Korea. Like I never even knew I had any of those features until I came here and people talk about them out loud. Whereas in America, somebody will be like, oh girl, you look cute, but they're not going to tell you exactly what they find cute on you. But in Korea, they will pinpoint the things they think are pretty, and vice versa. They will tell you when you're ugly too. Like you will hear them be like, you need to lose a little weight. Well, I haven't had this because I am skinny mini itty bitty diddy committee. Anyways, but because I'm thin, I've never had that. But I have friends who I've heard their friends tell them that, oh, you should lose a little weight. Oh, did you gain weight? Oh, did you lose weight? It's like they notice things that you honestly don't need to be noticing on anyone. So there are the beauty standards in Korea are slightly toxic, but they haven't been toxic to me because I fit their beauty standards. What is it like to do your hair in Korea? Is it hard? No, it's not hard, because there are a lot of black hairstylists in Korea actually. I have like 3 or 4 that I can go to easily. I only like one of the 3 or 4. The others are like emergencies. And then when it comes to doing my natural hair, I've been doing my natural hair for a very long time now. So I just do it in my house. Like I wash and condition, deep condition, twist, all that. I do it in my house. But when it comes to braids and like even trimming my hair, I cut my own hair. But when it comes to like braids and intricate hairstyles, I just go to a hairstylist. Like I can't braid for, girl, I can't even do cornrows. So yeah, gotta go to a hairstylist. Then her second part of the question is, do you have to change your hair when you get certain modeling jobs? Yes, there are some jobs who ask me to change my hair, but they will pay for me to change my hair. So for example, I did a photo shoot with Elle magazine recently, and they wanted like really long braids, which is the braids that I had on my Instagram. If you're curious, go on my Instagram. They paid for that whole hairstyle. Is it hard dating in South Korea, and are there jobs in South Korea besides modeling and teaching English for English speakers? This whole dating thing, I'm gonna just answer very like, I don't know, I'm not gonna go into it is what I'm trying to say. Yes, it's hard dating in Korea if you have standards. If you don't have standards, you will have easy breezy, girl. Like it will be so easy for you to date in Korea. But if you have standards, it will be hard for you to date in Korea. If you guys want a separate video on dating in Korea and how my life in Korea, like the dating scene has been for me, I can make a totally different video about that. But for now, the answer is yes, if you have standards. How to meet people when you are over 25 to 30 years old and not a student anymore, and above all, when you don't especially like K-pop and K-drama, when your dream is not to marry a Korean guy. Honestly, I'm anxious. I'm not in Korea, but I plan to come without working holiday visa. Most part of French people over there, and I suppose this is not a French people thing, are 15 to 25-year-old obsessed with Korea and Korean. Also, she's saying she's French, and most French people here are 18, 25 to 25 years old, and they're obsessed with Korean culture and Korean men. That is the same answer I would give. If you personally are not desperate to, you know, have friends and like, you know, marry a Korean man, or because you've seen this like Korean dramas to be this, oh my god, everything in Korea is beautiful, the men are perfect. If you don't see Korea like that, you're probably gonna have a healthier time in Korea, because you're not gonna be seeing people with rose-colored glasses on. When you break those rose-colored glasses, then you're gonna see reality. So I think you should be fine, because you're coming in with a realistic mindset, while as those people who are obsessed with Korean culture and Korean men come with rose-colored glasses. How long does it take to get a Korean driving license? How long do driving lessons run? And can I learn solely in English? I never took the driving license test here. I don't think it's in English. I think it's in Korean. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just exchanged my American license for a Korean license. I have been driving for a really long time, so I didn't even have to prove that I can drive. So it was more like, here's my driver's license, and I was like, thank you. And I took my Korean driver's license, and then automatically I can drive in Korea anytime I want. And then also, if I want to sign a leasing contract, is it written in Korean only, or can I get an English copy? Do English real estate agents exist, and do I need a lawyer before signing a contract? So there are English speaking real estate agents, especially if you go to the sides of like Itaewon. Itaewon has a lot of English speakers who work in real estate, but most real estate agencies don't speak English. You probably have to go with a translator. You probably have to find a way for you to, you know, have the contract in English, but usually no, it's not in English. Even my housing contract right now, because I don't live in an English speaking area, it's all in Korean. If you don't know Korean, make sure you have a lawyer who knows Korean, check your contract. For me, I had my friend, my boyfriend at the time, look at my contract also. And also like my house, like the landlord of my house, he speaks English. So I was safe, thank God. So I was fine. But yeah, it might just be easier for you to live in the Itaewon area where a lot of English speakers live. And then the last question is, I met a few Korean guys and they always bring up the AMBW YouTubers. It's weird. How do you know you have an authentic friendship with Korean people? Do some just want to be seen with a foreigner, or the opposite? Well, I'm not sure if you're a guy or a girl, so I can't really answer this in a dating perspective. I'm gonna answer this in a friend's perspective. Anyone who I don't know who starts bringing up AMBW YouTubers to me, I find that as a red flag, especially if it's a Korean man, because I'm like, I even had a story time about this, by the way. Like this guy who kept bringing up this AMBW YouTubers who were divorced, but now they're not divorced. I don't know, but the toxicity is a lot. And like, he brought up that YouTube channel. Again, the whole authentic friendship thing. Don't be desperate. If you're not desperate, real friendship will come to you. And I had, in the beginning, I did have some people who were trying to only be friends with me because I am foreign, because I am a model, like because they thought they could get clout for me, which I don't know why people think they'll get clout for me. Like, but as soon as, like, you know, like the older I get, the discernment, I've talked about this in another video, the discernment, then, you know, sensing people's energy, then you'll be able to find real friendship. Let me say this. I don't make friends with people who approach me on a language exchange like type of friendship, just because one person gets something out of the relationship more than the other one. Those type of relationships, you know, I feel like I don't get anything from it, so I don't do the whole language exchange thing. Like, you're not paying me. I'm not gonna sit here and teach you English. Like, that's not a friend, that's a teacher, you know what I mean? But authentic friendship where people are like, yeah, let's hang out, let's go here together, like, girl, what do you like? Oh, I like that too, let's go here together. Those type of authentic friendships do take a little longer to find, but when you find those friendships, like, you will be friends with those people for like your whole life. That was the last question in this Q&A, but I am traveling soon, so there will be some travel vlogs coming. I am traveling with Amber that you guys see like in my vlogs all the time, so those videos will also be in Korean if you're interested to, like, you know, listening to Korean. And for the people who keep asking, do I know Korean? Yes, I speak in Korean in those vlogs. I'm not fluent in any way, but I know Korean to a certain extent. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, comment down below and tell me what other videos would you guys like to see on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys! Bye guys!
Je, wasikia ninapokuombea, ninavyokungojea.